This is the RayNeo GT Max. It is without a doubt RayNeo's best XR glasses by far. And it is actually also one of the best XR glasses out there. Now they do have two versions. This is the GT and this is the GT Max. I've already made a video doing a comparison, hardware comparison of the two, what exactly makes them different. In short, it's the optics and the field of view, but besides that, they have very similar features. So go ahead and watch their video if you want to see the difference between the GT and the GT Max. I'm mainly going to talk about the GT in this video. As far as feature goes, they basically have the exact same feature. Once again, hardware is where they differ. So definitely go watch that video. On the GT Max, you have 59 degrees field of view. And on the GT, you have 46. All right, so this is the GT Max. It has a 59 degrees field of view, which is one of the largest. And RayNeo finally gives us native 3 dove. So on top of giving us native 3 dove 59 degrees field of view, they also have the flat prism optics, which is how they were able to attain that 59 degrees field of view. So just like X-Trail and Vitra with the flat prism optics and wider field of view, now RayNeo gives us that same experience. Honestly, this is without a doubt one of the best looking XR glasses out there, period. Compared to anything out there, this is one of the best looking. It looks very sleek, very premium looking. This part right here just makes it look very premium. It is pretty light as well. I think it comes out at 78 grams or something like that. I'm going to put a correct number on the screen. For a lot of you that want budget glasses, but you still want that native 3 dove, the GT gives you that option. Personally, I feel like you got to go with the GT Max. It is a little bit more expensive, but I feel like if you get to see that the field of view difference, it is absolutely worth it. On top of that, the GT Max also has AI-HDR as well as Dolby Vision. The GT also has AI-HDR as well as Dolby Vision, at least that I can see in the menu. Now, the thing with the Dolby Vision is it needs a specific device for you to be able to get Dolby Vision. It's not going to work with any of my phones. My PC supports Dolby Vision, but for some reason, I could not get these glasses to work with it. But RayNeo does have a device that you can buy separately that would allow you to get Dolby Vision paired with these glasses. As far as AI-HDR though, you can use that AI-HDR with pretty much any device because it is native on these glasses. So as long as you have the glasses on, you just go into your settings, you turn it on, and you have AI-HDR. Now, I will say though, even though the picture quality looks good, I will say the brightness is lacking compared to other native 3 dove devices. I just find myself increasing the brightness just a bit more and more, and I'm already at the max. So that is definitely one thing that takes a hit. And on top of that, this thing doesn't have electrochromic tint. However, though, what I do notice is that the display itself behind it is actually a bit darker than what you would have with something like the X-Trail. So with the X-Trail, you're gonna benefit more with electrochromic tint because it is a bit more transparent, where this one is less transparent, but it means that it's gonna the display is gonna be a bit darker. With the X-Trail, I do have electrochromic tint, and I can adjust my transparency mode. And if I don't want transparency mode, and if I don't want electrochromic tint at all, I can easily see my environment. Whereas with the GT, I can see my environment clearly, easier just looking through the bottom, but like straight on, it is a bit darker. So that is something to note. Now, they do not have the adjustable hinges. Now, when you are using the glasses with 3 dove, you typically don't need that as much. But when you have glasses like the X-Trail, who has that option, I feel like it would have been nice for RayNeo to include that. But it's okay though. This glasses is fantastic. As far as 3D, it plays your normal side-by-side 3D videos. But with the app that RayNeo has, it takes it to another level. If the app is compatible with your device, once you plug in your glasses, you can basically go in through the app and adjust all the parameters, all the settings on these glasses. You can adjust all the settings on the glasses themselves. First off, this button right here allows you to change the different modes. They have 3 different modes on there. You can toggle between different modes and see which one works for you. If you click on this button right here, it takes you to the menu, which is how you can adjust, you know, your AI HDR, your sound, if you want sound, surround, or whisper, or you can increase the screen sizes from, you know, large, medium, and small. You can do that. And then you can also adjust brightness. I think it's a big miss though. They should have made these buttons right here native to brightness. Right now, if you click on them, it actually adjusts the volume. If you want to adjust the brightness, you'd have to go into the menu, which I feel like it should be backwards, because almost every device that you use is gonna have volume adjustment on the device, so we don't really need a volume button on this. However, we do need brightness volume, so I feel like the buttons should have been for brightness instead of volume. But however, you can go into the app and adjust the brightness. As far as the RayNeo XR app, if it is compatible with your phone, it does some pretty cool stuff, right? So once you plug your glasses in, you can go into the settings of the glasses and adjust every single parameter. So brightness, movie mode, colors, AI, HDR, sound mode, you can adjust every settings right in your phone app. Now, something that is cool is immersive casting. What I really like about immersive casting is it allows you to watch Netflix and all that stuff in full 3D while minimizing your phone display. So what I mean is that, so for example, those of us who have a Samsung, we benefit from Samsung DeX because we can have something like Netflix, Hulu, streaming, anything, any app in full screen on the glasses while keeping the phone display off, right? That is something that Samsung offers, and you can use your phone as a mouse to control it. If you have a non-Samsung phone or a phone that is not capable of some form of DeX or computer or a big screen, then what's gonna happen is if you want to watch something like Netflix, you're gonna have to put it on full screen on your phone in order for you to get a full screen on your glasses, which means that your phone will be draining. But with this RayNeo XR app, right, especially the immersive casting mode, what it does is, so you pre-select whatever apps you want in full screen. For example, I chose Netflix and Disney Plus, and then you would open the app. Once you open the app, Netflix, let's say for example, you open Netflix, then you go back into this RayNeo XR app, and then you select continue. So what it's gonna do now is it's gonna put Netflix in full screen and then turn your phone into a mouse pad that you can air mouse, that you can actually move around to navigate. Now here's the cool part. Once you select the movie you want to watch or a show or whatever it is, the phone screen goes dim, like very dim, so that it saves power, but it is not completely off, which means that the touchscreen is still active. However, the LED panels are very dim, so it does save you a lot on your battery life. But once again, the app that you're using, Netflix or whatever, is going to be in full screen, and it's not going to be the same app on your phone. Your phone itself is turning into a mouse pad, which is pretty nice. It is one step closer to what DeX can offer. Now, DeX is still superior by every means, because with DeX, you can open multiple different apps, whereas with this, you can only open one app at a time. And with DeX, you can turn off your phone screen completely off, whereas with this one, you cannot do that. But you do have an option to actually lock the display. It is still on, but it locks, and it is very dim to save you a whole lot of power. Now they do have another mode where you can actually do immersive 3D or side-by-side 3D content. So with the app, right, if you have a local file, like a video that you recorded or a movie that you loaded onto your phone or your device, the app will actually use AI to convert your videos from 2D to 3D, which is pretty cool. And you also can play your regular side-by-side 3D movies, which is great. So it is very nice that they were able to do that. But without a doubt though, my favorite part is definitely immersive casting. Now, that immersive casting is gonna vary from phone to phone. So here's the weird thing, right? My Samsung phone can do the immersive 3D by RayNeos, but it can't do immersive casting. But then this phone here can do immersive casting, but it can't do immersive 3D. So when you get your glasses, you're gonna have to figure out which one it does, which one works for you. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, put it down in the comment section. Once again, I've already made a video showing the hardware comparison between the GT and the GT Max. Just watch it right here. Once again, the biggest difference is the field of view and the display optics. Now, for full disclosure, RayNeo did send these glasses to me under the beta testing program. I'm telling you this because the glasses was provided to me for free. However, RayNeo has not required me to say anything at all. This video is entirely and 100% my opinion. I am genuinely impressed with these glasses right here, and I absolutely love it.